And my name is Dr. Ron Hoffman. I'm a faculty member in the School of Criminal Justice at Nipissing University.
I'm Chris Greco. I am a faculty member in the School of Criminal Justice and chair of the program. So what makes this program stand out, I would probably initially point to two things. One, again, is the size and the advantage of having a smaller program. We're able to be really malleable, and we can focus on particular student interests too. So it's easy for us to adapt and change our strategy or our approach, again, to highlight what the particular needs are for a student group. Despite being small, though, we do have a very nice complement of faculty members with experience in the field. So actually, I guess I'll just let Ron speak on that.
I agree. What makes us stand out is the fact that we do have a large number of faculty members who have actually worked in the field. So they're not teaching you material that they've read in the textbook themselves. They're actually teaching you from what they experienced in real life in the field itself. What we try to do in our course is that blending of theory and applied is, for example, in one of our courses, we bring in people who are actively engaged in particular occupations in the field, like victim services, or policing, or community living, people with intellectual developmental disabilities, people who work in the field. And so the class is set out so that the faculty members at Nipissing, we provide the background statistics, the prevalence of the province of the issue across Canada, and then we bring somebody in from the field to talk about what's it really like day to day working in the field. And that's something you can't get anywhere right now. At community colleges, they offer it, but you're seeing it solely an applied side. You're not seeing the theoretical side. So again, we're blending the theory that they get in classroom with the faculty member, and then they hear it from people who are in the field.
So students coming into the program are going to be deciding between whether they're going to a policing stream, correction stream, a general criminal justice stream, or what is our more academic criminology stream. The different streams have different course requirements, and those are going to be around ensuring that the student coming out of that program is going to be able to function in whatever that stream is designed to do. So again, criminology, more grad school and more law school in focus. Policing and corrections, those are quite straightforward. Policing, a degree in corrections or a background in corrections and policing. And then the criminal justice being our general approach. So that's how the courses are broken down without getting into too much specifics. But you do have, within all of those streams, you're going to be taking some psychology courses, you'll be taking primarily criminology courses or criminal justice courses, but you too take a few sociology courses as well. And so there are a diversity of required courses, and that's not talking about the electives.
I think they're being exposed to people who've had applied experience, who can talk about what it's really like being in the field. Our subjects, we do have a variety of subjects that are actually applied in nature. For example, we have a course on vulnerable populations that interact with the criminal justice system. We have a number of other courses that are actually very applied in nature and give them a taste for what it's going to be like in the field.
Yeah. I would echo that too. Another course would be forensics. We have forensic courses. We have forensic psych courses. We have a forensic evidence course.
The balance between theory and hands-on, I always tell my students, and I tell their parents as well too, the big difference between college and university in my mind is college does a great job of telling you showing you how to do the job itself. The actual nuts and bolts of filling out reports and interacting with the public. The university does that as well too, but we also concentrate on the why. Why do you do that? And if you're going into a field like probation, you really want to have you have to write a report on an offender's background. You need to have some idea about why did they commit the offense to begin with? What theories are there that help explain why people engage in crime and get involved with the criminal justice system? So you get a much wider perspective with this university background as opposed to a college. So
the career paths for our graduates are quite diverse there as well. We have, again, people go to grad school, law school, lots of policing agencies. We have Correctional Service Canada, Parole Board.
We've had a Superior Court judge. He comes back to us Yeah, invited him back to do lectures, and he's still willing to do it. And he said that one of the reasons he got into Osgoode Law School was because he went to Nipissing. The small classes that he was enrolled in here gave him the confidence to be able to do well at Osgoode, where he was sitting with students who came from universities that had 200 and 300 people in their class. So they didn't have that one-on-one interaction with professors. They weren't able to develop the confidence as much as having that one-on-one interaction with professors here.
I guess too, the flexibility we were talking about before too, of allowing student interest to guide how some of those courses are put together. We have students who have also transitioned to different disciplines in terms of where they went to, what they study in grad school, that have initially taken our criminal justice degree, and because we can again accommodate those different interests in how we design courses, those specific, those one-off type courses, to develop interest areas of expertise that, you know, again, make that transition nice. So we've had students go into forensic psych, and one of our students now who's gone into a clinical psych. So yeah, there's a lot of opportunity, a lot of options, and we try and highlight those in the flexibility of the way the program's designed. I would again go back to how involved they want to be. The more involved you are, the more you invest in the opportunities that are available to you. I think the greater your likely success will be. The
qualities they need to succeed at university and in the field: perseverance and hard work. And I often say to students that if they want to go into policing or law school or wherever else it is don't give up. Keep working at it. If you want to get into policing, contact the recruiters. Keep in touch with them. They want to hear that you've been actively engaged in trying to prepare yourself for the field. They want to hear that, and they want to hear you contact them over and over again. Same with. And in terms of actually working your schoolwork, it's very important to keep your grades up, because in terms of, for example, I've heard this many times from the OPP recruiters. If you're a 60% student, that translates into a 60% officer. They want evidence that you worked hard, because if you don't work hard at university, they figure you're not going to work hard in the field. So I mean, hard work and perseverance, I think, are keys.